Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you are here. I am Julia if you are new here, and if you are not new here, hi again. I am going to be jumping into my acne coverage routine. You guys know I've been struggling with my acne for quite a few months now, and while I've been making, I believe, the right changes to just heal it more naturally than anything, it has changed just as my routines have changed. I really think that acne is very much an internal thing, has to do very heavily with your hormones, what you're putting into your body, how you're feeling, and I'm working on that, but the acne is still here. While it has changed and it has moved from this area of my face to this area of my face to now this area of my face, my acne coverage routine has stayed the same. So I'm really excited to share it with you. My acne coverage routine is not cakey. It's not heavy. It is not meant to fully cover every single bit of acne on my face. And reason being, heavy ass, cakey ass makeup is out. We are not doing it anymore. This is my current makeup routine for acne coverage. First things first, just pin this back. Let me zoom you in. Let's see what we're working with here. So most of my acne resides right here on my face. This is still some scarring. This is where most of my active acne is right now, around my chin area. And this right here is still scarring. There really isn't any acne on my forehead. There's just like a little bit that started to like go away. I don't know what is going on. All I know is that if I'm gonna go out and do something or do a makeup for you guys, I want this to look good, okay? So that's the plan here. We are going to start off with a little bit of skincare. So my face is clean right now, cleaned and toned. I am going to use the PACIFICA Vegan Collagen Hydrating Milk Tonic. So I'm using a calming toner on my face just to help calm down the redness. And I want to do this, and I'd rather do this than put on an extra like green concealer or something. So this is just going to help calm my skin in general, especially, oh my god, especially if you have like really painful like areas or super sensitive skin like I have been having lately. So we're just going to put a milky toner, something to calm the skin first. Then at this point, if there is a moisturizer, sunscreen, or anything that you want to use, I would put that on. I'm not leaving my house, so I'm just going to put on the Glowy Makeup Serum from LANIEGE, and I'm just going to dab that into my skin. It's going to help hydrate, but also prep my face. Then I like to use a pore filling primer. I really like this one from Benefit. It's the Hydrating Porefessional. Though my skin doesn't look dry, it is definitely dry and just doesn't hold on to moisture really well lately. And to be honest with you, I always regret, especially with how large my pores are, always regret not putting on a pore filler. So this is the #1 thing that I change in my routine when I have more of like skin that I want to cover, in this case obviously the acne. I'm gonna take my concealer and I'm actually going to put it on before I put on my foundation. So I'm just gonna dab it in all of the places that I want to cover up. And this is a matte concealer, and you want to make sure that you're using a matte concealer so that it sits on the skin and doesn't move around. So once I've covered up all of my acne, I'm actually going to wait about 5 minutes for the concealer to set, and then I'm going to blend it out. This is important. Go do something, brush your teeth, I don't know. So it's been about 5 minutes. I'm going to take a beauty blender. It's slightly damp. It's not like heavily damp. I just made it a little bit damp, like 2 or 3 spritz of like your setting spray. Like, do not put it under water. And I'm just going to blend this out ever so slightly, just so that it's not so harsh. But as you can see, it still gave me all of the coverage to cover up the dark spots and pimples. So now it's time for foundation. I love and have been loving the Soft Matte Foundation from NARS. My shade is Medium 2 Santa Fe. That is the shade that we went with. My neck is super pale, I'm aware, but the rest of my body, as you can see, is a lot tanner. So I like to find something that's going to be like this happy medium throughout for my face, to kind of be the in-between my face, neck, and arm. I like to apply it first with a dense foundation brush. This one's from IT Cosmetics. And then I'll go in with my Beauty Blender. So when I'm putting on my foundation, I want to dab it in so that I don't like disturb the concealer that I put on. So I'm not pulling. Of course, don't forget your neck. Then I like to go in with my Beauty Blender again and just make sure everything is flat and blend it out. This is gonna help soak up any of the excess foundation that is just not soaked into the skin, isn't needed on our face. My under eyes have been super dry lately, so I don't use the same concealer. I use something a little more hydrating, and I usually like to do it after I put on my foundation. Setting spray. I'm gonna give the setting spray just a second to kind of set my makeup and settle and all that fun stuff, and then we're gonna apply powder. The number one thing I find makes my skin look really cakey is powder, so I don't apply a lot, and I use specifically the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish because it is a more hydrating powder for the face. So if your skin is dry or if your skin is oily, it's gonna help with the cakiness if your skin is oily, and it's also going to help with the flakiness and heaviness of the products if your skin is dry. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit, and I'm also going to do this in the dabbing motion as well. No contour here. We are going to bronze our face just to give it a little bit more color. That's it, no contouring. I feel like contouring brings out our acne, and that is not what we're trying to do here. Again, same dabbing motion. And then for blush, I like to take the color out of the face and then put it back into the face. So I'm just using a really light blush. This is NARS Orgasm, and this one actually has shimmer in it. We don't need to add any highlighter if we don't want to. I personally think that highlighter sometimes on textured skin just makes the skin look worse. So sometimes finding a blush that just has a little bit of a shimmer to it can help give you that glow. And let's not forget a little blush on our forehead and chin, and a little on the center of the neck. Here is our completed skin. I'm going to now finally do the last step in the foundation routine, and that is to set everything. I like to use something that is hydrating so that it can kind of just bring everything together on our face and not let it look cakey at all. All right guys, here is my final foundation skin routine, makeup routine for acne skin. I think I covered it up pretty good. But here it is up close. So obviously we can't make bumps go away, but we sure as hell can hide them and make our skin look as flawless as it possibly can be with makeup, and just make ourselves feel a little bit more confident when we are just struggling with our skin. I hope this tutorial helps you feel more confident in yourself and in your skin. I know it has been a struggle for me with my acne, and I'm sure it has for you as well if you're tuning into this video. So I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of love, positive vibes, hugs, happiness, and remember, take it one day at a time and it will all be okay. I will talk to you guys really soon, and if you want to see me soon, make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell, and don't forget to check me out on Instagram and on TikTok and come hang out with me. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.